What is a song you cannot listen to for an emotional reason? Moon River, 'cause it reminds me of my grandma. She used to sing it often. Mr. Blue Sky. Used it as my morning alarm for a couple months and now it triggers my fight or flight response. You'll Be in My Heart by Phil. Ozzy Osbourne's Mama I'm Coming Home. Runaway Train by Soul Asylum. Both are wrapped up in my son's suicide. They are just too much for me. I Will Follow You Into the Dark. I Miss My Sister. If I Die Young by the band Perry. Makes me cry every time. Wish You Were Here, Pink Floyd. The Book of Love, Peter Gabriel. That shit makes me cry every single time I hear it. 1,000 Years. We had just left my doctor after finding out I was having a second miscarriage. Going to cry now. I can't listen to the album version of True Love Waits by Radiohead. When he says, "Don't leave," it just sounds so sad. Landslide by Fleetwood Mac. The Boys of Summer by Don Henley, The Ataris. I Have Two. Both are really different but emotional. 1. Don't Take the Girl by Tim McGraw. 2. Hate Me by Blue October. Tuesday's Gone. Hey Soul Sister by Train is associated with a really bad time for me. It's a little awkward because it's such a happy, upbeat song for most people, but I still get depressed whenever it comes on. Ocean Avenue by Yellowcard. Brings back bad memories. Fields of Gold. Queen's Who Wants to Live Forever. We played it at my late husband's funeral. A decade later and I still can't listen to it. How to Save a Life. The Fray always makes me cry. Used to come on at work and my friend would bolt for the radio to turn it off for me. Leonard Cohen's Hallelujah. All I see in my mind when I hear it is the poor people who committed suicide by jumping off their Golden Gate Bridge in the documentary The Bridge. The Living Years by Mike plus the Mechanics. Such Great Heights Iron and Wine version. If I Die Young by the band Perry. The Night We Met, Lord Huron. Damn, next time I'm gonna fall for someone I'll make sure it's morning. Who Lives, Who Dies, Who Tells Your Story? Hamilton. Just can't get through it without leaking. Wonderwall by Oasis. Actually, just about any song by Oasis. The Gallagher brothers get me so triggered. Fly Me to the Moon. It reminds me of my first manic episode where I embarrass myself to everyone in my batch in first year college. The Reason by Hoobastank and Burn by Usher. Y'all probably know why. Fix You. Coldplay. Fast Car by Tracy Chapman. Q Fall to Me Haste Me Padre by Antonio Aguilar. Translate the title and it's easy to guess why. Cough Syrup. Young the Giant. I'll never not associate it with the Glee cover intercut with a character graphically attempting suicide, and my own attempt days later. Youth of the Nation by Pod. Just one of the guys, no matter how hard he tried as he thought of suicide. I haven't heard that song in years. Never again. How to Save a Life, The Fray. I Hope You Dance by Lee Ann Womack. I always burst into tears when I hear that song. Taps or Amazing Grace or Bagpipes. Africa by Toto. Reminds me of a lost friendship. Lost in You by 3 Days Grace. I used to sing it to my ex. Reminds me of her. Against the Wind by Bob Seger. Let Her Go by Passenger. Yesterday by Atmosphere. I can still listen to it. Just get very sad, but I know that the day my estranged father dies I won't be able to anymore. In the End by Linkin Park. It just hits differently after we lost Chester. Go Rest High on That Mountain. Last heard at my dad's funeral, will never be heard again. Move Along by the All-American Rejects. You Raise Me Up by Josh Groban. One More Light by Linkin Park. Discovered it not long after my friend killed himself, and all it ever makes me think about is him. Rest in peace to him and to Chester. We Shop Channel theme song. The Funeral by Band of Horses. Popularized by How I Met Your Mother. I listened to it a lot during the week leading up to my dog being put down. I Won't Give Up by Jason Mraz. First dance at my wedding. Wife gave up and cheated on me a year later. And emotionally before we got married. Still don't understand why. Lips of an Angel. Hinder. Praying by Kesha. Makes me cry like crazy every time I hear it. Open Arms. Journey. Happier. It was on repeat with the slideshow at my cousin's funeral, and I can't separate the two now. Mr. Brightside messed with me for years until I was over a messy breakup. Only recently can I enjoy it again. How to Disappear Completely and Street Spirit. Fade Out by Radiohead. I actually love both of those songs and I listen to the music mainly. But when I focus on the lyrics I sort of break. The Blower's Daughter, because it was the theme song to the split between me and my fiancé. Amazing Grace. It was sung at all of my grandparents' funerals. Used to be one of my favorite, take me to church, feel-good songs. It's just so sad to me now. If I Die Young by the band Perry. My daughter passed away when she was only a day old, so hearing this song makes me completely break down. Cats in the Cradle. Don't forget to share, like and subscribe for more content.